Absolute disaster if you get bitten on the foot by one of these, because their venom is the equivalent. It's got the same, cocktail as what a tiger snake does. So if you were to get whacked by this snake right here, you would be getting tiger snake anti-venom, and you'd need it fast because they can potentially kill you. One of the deadliest snakes on the face of the earth. But more importantly, one of the most beautiful in Australia, and we absolutely love these guys. He's got that really cool keeled scale, so when you touch him, very rough surface, unlike most of our other species.
These guys are super defensive and have a few different types of venom that are just crazy. Moral of the story, if you come across a snake in Australia, don't pick it up. There's a good chance it's an elapid. So basically, it's a good chance it's related to cobras. Not good. This guy did get extremely lucky that the snake didn't actually bite him.
Prepare to journey into the heart of darkness as we uncover the chilling truths about one of Australia's most feared predators, rough-scaled snake, Tropidechis carinatus.
In this gripping exploration, we unveil 6 spine-tingling facts about the deadly bite of this elusive serpent, while delving into its cryptic appearance and widespread distribution across the rugged landscapes of Australia.
With its rough scales and stealthy demeanor, the rough-scaled snake lurks unseen in the rocky outcrops and dense vegetation of southeastern Australia, poised to strike with venomous precision.
Join us as we navigate the treacherous terrain of rough-scaled snake territory, from the sun-baked deserts of the outback to the lush woodlands of Queensland.
But beware, beneath its cryptic exterior lies a lethal weapon, capable of inflicting swift and devastating harm. 1. Potent venom.
Certainly, the venom of the rough-scaled snake is indeed a formidable weapon, containing a potent cocktail of toxins that can have devastating effects on the human body. One of the primary components of the venom is neurotoxins, which are substances that specifically target the nervous system.
These neurotoxins interfere with the normal functioning of nerve cells, disrupting the transmission of signals between nerves and leading to a cascade of physiological effects.
Upon envenomation, the neurotoxins in the rough-scaled snake's venom quickly enter the victim's bloodstream, where they are distributed throughout the body. Once in the bloodstream, the neurotoxins travel to various organs and tissues, including the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves, where they exert their toxic effects.
The neurotoxins primarily act by blocking the transmission of nerve impulses, disrupting the normal communication between nerve cells and their target tissues. This disruption can lead to a range of neurological symptoms, including muscle weakness, paralysis, and respiratory failure. In severe cases of envenomation, the paralysis may progress rapidly, affecting critical muscles involved in breathing, swallowing, and other vital functions.
Respiratory failure is one of the most serious complications of envenomation by the rough-scaled snake, as it can quickly lead to death if not addressed promptly with supportive measures such as assisted ventilation and administration of antivenom. The rapid onset of paralysis and respiratory distress highlights the urgency of seeking medical attention in the event of a rough-scaled snake bite, as timely intervention is crucial in preventing severe complications and improving the chances of a favorable outcome.
2. Rapid onset of symptoms. Certainly, one of the most alarming aspects of a rough-scaled snake bite is the rapid onset of symptoms, which can catch victims off guard and escalate quickly to severe complications. Unlike some snake bites where symptoms may develop gradually over time, the venom of the rough-scaled snake contains potent toxins that can trigger immediate and profound effects on the human body.
Indeed, within minutes to hours after a bite, victims may begin to experience a range of symptoms that can vary in severity but often progress rapidly. Muscle weakness is a common early symptom, affecting the muscles throughout the body and causing a loss of strength and coordination. This weakness can impair mobility and make it difficult for victims to perform basic tasks.
In addition to muscle weakness, victims of rough-scaled snake envenomation may also experience blurred vision and difficulty speaking, reflecting the neurological effects of the venom on the central nervous system. These symptoms can be disorienting and frightening for victims, further exacerbating the sense of urgency to seek medical attention.
3. Limited antivenom availability. Limited availability of antivenom for rough-scaled snake bites presents a significant challenge in managing envenomation cases, particularly in remote or rural areas where access to medical resources may be limited. Unlike some more common snake species for which antivenom is readily available, the production and distribution of antivenom specific to the rough-scaled snake can be more limited due to factors such as lower demand and specialized manufacturing requirements. As a result, obtaining timely access to antivenom for rough-scaled snake bites can be challenging, especially in regions where the snake is endemic and encounters are more likely to occur.
Remote areas, in particular, may face logistical hurdles in storing and transporting antivenom supplies, as well as providing prompt medical care to snakebite victims in emergency situations. The limited availability of antivenom for rough-scaled snake bites poses a significant risk to individuals who suffer bites in these areas, as delays in receiving appropriate treatment can increase the likelihood of severe complications and death.
Without timely administration of antivenom, victims may experience worsening symptoms and progression to life-threatening complications such as respiratory failure or organ damage.
In addition to logistical challenges, cost can also be a barrier to accessing antivenom in some regions. Antivenom can be expensive to produce and distribute, and the cost may be prohibitive for individuals or healthcare facilities in resource-constrained settings. As a result, even when antivenom is available, affordability issues may limit its accessibility to those who need it most. 4. Aggressive behavior. Rough-scaled snakes are notorious for their aggressive behavior, particularly when they feel threatened or cornered.
Unlike some snake species that may prefer to retreat or flee when encountered by humans or other potential predators, rough-scaled snakes are known to stand their ground and defend themselves vigorously. When faced with a perceived threat, such as a human approaching too closely or attempting to handle the snake, a rough-scaled snake may adopt a defensive posture and exhibit warning behaviors such as hissing, coiling, and striking.
These warning displays are intended to deter potential threats and protect the snake from harm. If the threat persists or escalates, a rough-scaled snake may resort to aggressive actions, including repeated strikes and the injection of large amounts of venom. This aggressive response can increase the severity of envenomation in bite victims, as the snake may deliver multiple venomous bites in rapid succession, leading to higher levels of venom entering the victim's bloodstream.
The aggressive behavior of rough-scaled snakes poses a significant risk to humans and other animals, as it can increase the likelihood of snakebite incidents and subsequent envenomation. In encounters with humans, especially in situations where the snake feels threatened or cornered, it is essential to exercise caution and avoid provoking the snake further. Additionally, the aggressive behavior of rough-scaled snakes highlights the importance of snakebite prevention strategies, such as wearing appropriate footwear, staying on designated paths or trails in snake-prone areas, and avoiding handling or approaching snakes in the wild.
By respecting the natural behavior of rough-scaled snakes and giving them the space they need to retreat safely, it is possible to reduce the risk of aggressive encounters and mitigate the potential dangers associated with encounters with these formidable reptiles.
5. Potential for fatalities. Despite the rarity of fatalities from rough-scaled snake bites, untreated bites have the potential to result in severe complications and, in some cases, death.
The availability of antivenom and prompt medical intervention are critical factors in reducing the risk of adverse outcomes associated with envenomation, but delays in receiving appropriate treatment can significantly increase the likelihood of complications.
Rough-scaled snake venom contains potent neurotoxins that target the nervous system, leading to symptoms such as muscle weakness, paralysis, and respiratory distress.
In severe cases of envenomation, respiratory failure can occur, where the paralysis affects the muscles involved in breathing, leading to inadequate oxygenation of the blood and potentially fatal consequences if not addressed promptly.
Prompt administration of antivenom is essential in neutralizing the venom and preventing further progression of symptoms. Antivenom works by binding to the venom toxins and rendering them harmless, thereby reversing the effects of envenomation.
However, delays in obtaining antivenom or failure to administer it in sufficient quantities can compromise its effectiveness, increasing the risk of adverse outcomes for bite victims.
Vulnerable populations, such as children or individuals with pre-existing health conditions, may be at higher risk of adverse outcomes from rough-scaled snake bites due to factors such as smaller body size, reduced respiratory reserve, or compromised immune function.
Children, in particular, may be more susceptible to severe envenomation and complications due to their smaller size and higher metabolic rate, which can lead to faster absorption and spread of venom throughout the body.
The specific antivenom used for treating envenomation from rough-scaled snake Tropidechis corynidus bites is typically called tiger snake antivenom. Rough-scaled snakes belong to the same genus Tropidechis as tiger snakes. Note, they were previously considered a subspecies of tiger snake, and their venom shares similar properties. Therefore, tiger snake antivenom is effective in neutralizing the venom of rough-scaled snakes. Tiger snake antivenom is a polyvalent antivenom, meaning it is designed to treat envenomation from multiple snake species, including tiger snakes and closely related species like rough-scaled snakes.
Polyvalent antivenoms are important because they provide broad-spectrum coverage against the venoms of different snakes, making them versatile treatments for snakebite envenomation. It's worth noting that the availability and use of antivenom may vary depending on factors such as the region where the snakebite occurs and the protocols followed by healthcare providers.
In some cases, other polyvalent antivenoms or monovalent antivenoms specific to certain snake species may also be used to treat envenomation from rough-scaled snake bites, depending on local guidelines and availability.
6. Challenging identification. Rough-scaled snakes are masters of camouflage, often blending seamlessly into their natural habitat of dense vegetation, rocky outcrops, and leaf litter. Their cryptic coloration, which typically ranges from brown to grey with darker bands or blotches, allows them to remain hidden from potential predators and prey alike.
The challenging identification of rough-scaled snakes stems from their ability to conceal themselves effectively within their environment. Their coloration and pattern closely resemble the surrounding vegetation or substrate, making them difficult to distinguish, even for experienced observers.
Additionally, rough-scaled snakes are nocturnal or crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn, dusk, or nighttime hours, further complicating efforts to spot them in the wild. Encounters with rough-scaled snakes are particularly common in areas where human activity overlaps with snake habitat, such as bushland, national parks, and suburban gardens. In these settings, the dense vegetation and rocky terrain provide ideal hiding spots for rough-scaled snakes, increasing the likelihood of accidental encounters with humans or pets.
Accidental encounters with rough-scaled snakes can pose a significant risk of snakebite, as the snake may perceive the approaching human or animal as a threat and respond defensively. Without proper awareness and precautions, individuals may inadvertently startle or provoke a hidden snake, leading to a defensive strike and subsequent envenomation.
In summary, the rough-scaled snake Tropidechis corynidus is a venomous snake species native to eastern Australia. It is characterized by an olive brown to dark brown coloration with irregular darker bands or blotches along its body.
The scales of the rough-scaled snake have a rough texture, giving it a distinct appearance. Adults of this species can reach lengths of up to 1.5 meters or 5 feet.
Found in a variety of habitats, including woodlands, heathlands, and coastal areas, rough-scaled snakes are primarily nocturnal creatures, most active at night.
During the day, they are relatively shy and secretive, often seeking refuge under logs, rocks, or leaf litter to avoid detection. When threatened, rough-scaled snakes may exhibit defensive behaviors such as flattening their bodies, hissing, or striking, although they generally prefer to flee rather than confront threats.
Their diet consists mainly of small mammals, such as rodents and small marsupials, as well as reptiles and frogs. The venom of the rough-scaled snake is considered potent, containing neurotoxic components that can cause paralysis and other symptoms in prey animals. Envenomation in humans can lead to symptoms such as localized pain, swelling, nausea, vomiting, and in severe cases, paralysis or respiratory failure. However, fatalities from their bites are rare due to the snake's relatively mild disposition and the availability of prompt medical treatment.
Antivenom is the primary treatment for rough-scaled snake bites, with the specific antivenom used being tiger snake antivenom TSAV, which is effective against the venom of various snake species, including rough-scaled snakes.
It is essential to seek medical attention immediately following a snake bite, as timely administration of antivenom can greatly improve the outcome.
Thanks for watching.